Aloha, and thank you for taking the time to register for our virtual homebuyer information session. My name is Shana Cruz, and I'm the Homeowner Services Manager at Kauai Habitat for Humanity. Helping me with this presentation is Keala Nordmeyer, our Homeowner Services Assistant, along with volunteers David Pacanas and Frank Cruz Jr. Today's session is to present information for our 2021 housing offering.
Thank you for joining us. We're happy we are able to provide this important information for you through this recorded presentation, as the ongoing pandemic prevents us from holding in-person meetings. During this video, you'll receive details on our new housing offer, which features 32 single-family homes in our newly developed Waimea Huakai subdivision, located within walking distance to Waimea Canyon Middle School, Waimea Athletic Field, and Kauai Veterans Memorial Hospital. This offering will also include future lots in other subdivisions as they become available. These future lots are not yet confirmed at this time. Also in this video, you will learn about the work of Habitat for Humanity, what work has been done here on Kauai, the requirements to be eligible for our home buyer program, the steps in the home buyer process, and how to complete the program eligibility form.
The impact that affordable home ownership with Habitat for Humanity has is tremendous. In the next slides, we'll take a closer look at Habitat's world vision and our local mission, what homeowners have to say about their lives prior to owning a home with Habitat, the process of building a Habitat home, and the life-changing opportunity that an affordable home can bring.
Habitat for Humanity provides housing opportunities here on Kauai, in Honolulu and Leeward Oahu, on Maui and Hawaii Island. Habitat also builds and repairs homes all across the U.S. What many don't realize is that Habitat's vision is to build a world where everyone has a decent place to live. That is why we continue to contribute a portion of our revenue as part of a tithing, which goes to support Habitat affiliates overseas. Traditionally, Kauai Habitat has supported international affiliates that are reflected to our own communities, such as Habitat affiliates in the Philippines. We've also supported disaster-affected affiliates in Haiti and Puerto Rico.
At Kauai Habitat, our mission is to bring people together to build homes, communities, and hope right here on Kauai. We will work with you before, during, and after your homeowner journey. You will learn to work with volunteers who help with events, restore, and the construction of homes. Even if you've never lifted a hammer before, our experienced staff will teach you. Your homeownership journey is a team effort. You won't have to do this on your own.
Like any other journey, the homeowner journey starts with your why, or reason for needing and wanting to partner with Habitat in our self-build program. The next part is working through the process of program eligibility, loan application, and sweat equity and home construction. The next stage of the homeownership journey is realizing the life-changing opportunity that a safe, decent, and truly affordable home can bring for you and your loved ones. Let's hear what past homeowners had to say.
The why for Don and Hoku, who are living comfortably in their home in Anahola, started with a stark realization and spirit of perseverance. Housing and rentals are so expensive on Kauai, making it hard for anyone to really get forward in life. We just want to have the ability to actually own our own house and work hard for our own mortgage and raise a family without having to struggle or move because we can't afford it.
For Cody and Crystal, their why came after accepting the mistakes they made with their finances. They then started their homeowner journey with a determination to set things right. Crystal reflected, our hardships were making bad choices when we were younger, purchasing cars, making bills, and not being able to budget and balance. We lost a lot in the process. That hardship we went through was a lesson learned. Today, we make wiser choices. Their determination to set things right led them to a huge realization. Another important lesson they learned after completing Habitat self-build program was learning to help one another as a community and to work as a team.
The process of entering and completing Habitat self-build program is certainly not an easy one. Ashley, single mom of 2 boys, said, "It wasn't easy and I wasn't prepared. I didn't have anything ready, except that I had a good work history and had been at my job for a long time. I didn't have credit buildup and wasn't sure how to raise my rating. But the staff in homeowner services guided me through the process. Finally, after 3.5 years, here I am. Today, Ashley continues to give back to the community as one of Habitat's newest board members."
David and Nicole and family committed as family to the Habitat homeowners journey. The kids came together and shared their thoughts on the Habitat process and what the family gained in the end after they moved in. This is our family. To us, this is not just a house. This is our forever home. Nobody can take that away from us. With the 2 of the older kids now living in the mainland, the idea of forever home is all the more important, because home is where the doors are always open to welcome you and your loved ones.
So you probably have wondered, how exactly does Habitat work? Our goal is to build your strength, your stability, and your self-reliance through shelter. This means that every step of our process helps you improve your situation and build a better future for you and your family. We won't lie, this isn't the easiest process. It will push you and challenge you, but we guarantee that it will be all worth it in the end. Our Habitat model basically starts with others making investments in various areas of our work. We are fortunate to have a solid base of donor support and government support, which funds the critical areas of our work. Other donors help in a significant way by donating items to Restore, our resale store that offers new and used goods at discount prices. The funds generated from Restore are much needed and go right back into our programs. Another huge part of our work is supported by the volunteers who invest their time and skills. With homebuyer labor, volunteer labor, and experienced staff, we build and produce simple, decent, affordable homes. The support from donors, government, and Restore get reinvested back into our mission so that we can continue to provide more affordable housing opportunities.
On Kauai, we've built or repaired homes island-wide in Haena, Anohona, Kapa'a, Kealia, Lauai, Kalaheo, Ele'ele, Hanapepe, and Kekaho. To date, we've built 202 new homes and repaired 36. Our goal is to continue producing 30 affordable homes each year.
By viewing this information session today, you're taking the first step needed to learn what it takes to become a homeowner. Owners of affordable homes see benefits such as low interest rates and closing costs due to an affordable mortgage loan, affordable monthly mortgage payments, energy efficiency in the home, and ability to build equity to provide long-term stability, safety, and financial independence.
Like we said earlier, the process of partnering with Habitat in their self-build program is not an easy one. It's also not a custom home process. With our new home construction program, we build simple, decent, affordable homes. We build in groups of several homes at a time to take advantage of bulk vendor pricing and discounts, volunteer group labor, and streamlined building process. Partnerships with vendors help to keep building costs low, along with the same type of material for each home that we build. But don't worry, because while we use certain mass construction methods to make sure costs are kept low, we are still able to allow our home buyers to put in their own personalities into their home by having them choose from a selection of exterior paint, colors, roofing colors, and flooring. Please keep in mind that all other home features are standard and the same across all homes in a group, with the exception of housing design. We do not allow special requests or customizations of any sort unless there is a need for accommodation due to disability of a homeowner or a household member. Based on your household size and what you can afford, we offer 2, 3, and 4 bedroom models built on pier and post. According to Habitat guidelines, we do not build garages or carports unless the convenience of a subdivision require that. But we try to situate the house on the land so as to leave room for the home buyer to add a garage or carport on their own in the future. The included parking area provides space for 1 to 2 vehicles. All homes are built according to Kauai County Code and require building inspections conducted through the process until final building division approval is given and certificate of occupancy is issued. An electric range plus range hood and refrigerator are included. Homes must be retrofitted to propane by the homeowner after move-in in coordination with the proper contractors and utility companies.
Our 2021 housing offering includes the initial group of homes, house, and lot in Waimea, Huakai. In all, there will be a total of 32 single-family homes to be built here. We will also be including other homeownership opportunities in other areas as they become available. Currently, there is no further information on these areas, as our other opportunities are leads and not confirmed property purchases.
Let's review now some of the specifics about the single-family homes being offered in Waimea, Huakai.
Due to varied lot sizes and county requirements, we feature 3 different designs for our 2-bedroom units, which range in size from 840 square feet to 912 square feet of living area. All 2-bedroom units include 1 full bathroom, kitchen, electric range hood and refrigerator, living room, a laundry area, a hall closet, and solar water heater. Have a brief look at the 2 current 2-bedroom designs and layouts.
Design 01.5R is 849 square feet of living area. Features the kitchen and living room at the front of the home with the bedrooms in the back. A water heater and laundry area are located outside on the side entry porch.
Design 02.5R features 912 square feet of living area with bedrooms on the left side of the home and the kitchen and living room on the right. The water heater and laundry area are located inside the home, next to the kitchen and across from the side entry door.
Design 03.R features 840 square feet of living area with the living room and kitchen on the right side of the home and bedrooms and bathroom on the left. The water heater is located in the bathroom and there is a separate alcove for the laundry area located next to the back door.
Due to varied lot sizes and county requirements, we feature 4 different designs for our 3-bedroom units, which are approximately 1,000 square feet in living area. All 3-bedroom units include 1 full bathroom, half bath in the main bedroom, kitchen, electric range hood, and refrigerator, living room, laundry area, hall closet, and solar water heater. Here is a look at our current 3-bedroom designs and layouts.
Design 01.5R is 1,037 square feet of living area and features the kitchen and living room at the front of the home with the bedrooms in the back. The water heater and laundry area are located in separate utility room between the side entry and the full bathroom.
Design 03R is 1,088 square feet of living area with the living room and kitchen on the right side of the home and the bedrooms on the left. The main bedroom with half bath is situated at the front of the home and bedrooms 2 and 3 at the back. The full bath includes space for the water heater and laundry area.
Design 04.5R is 1,056 square feet of living area. The living room and kitchen are at the front of the home on the left. Behind the kitchen at the back of the home is the main bedroom with half bath. Bedrooms 2 and 3 are located on the right side of the home. The full bath includes space for water heater and laundry area.
Design 05R is 1,054 square feet of living area The living room and kitchen are situated on the right side of the home, with the bedrooms and bath on the left. There is a separate utility alcove adjacent to the full bathroom, which will house the water heater and has space for laundry area.
Due to varied lot sizes and county requirements, we feature two different designs for our 4-bedroom units, which are approximately 1,200 square feet of living area. All 4-bedroom units include one full bathroom, one full bath in the main bedroom, kitchen, electric range hood, and refrigerator, living room, laundry area, hall closet, and solar water heaters. Take a look at the current 4-bedroom design layouts.
Design 01.5R features 1,248 square feet of living area. The living room and kitchen are located on the right side of the home. The full bath in the main area of the home has space to house the water heater, as well as space to accommodate a stacked washer and dryer.
Design 04.5R features 1,264 square feet of living area, with the living room and kitchen located on the right side of the home. The full bath in the main area of the home will have space to house the water heater. A separate alcove has space to accommodate the laundry area.
Now that we've reviewed the details of the housing being offered, let's cover the program eligibility requirements. Need for housing, willing to partner, ability to pay, first-time home buyer.
To be eligible for our Homebuyer program, the first requirement is need for housing. This means that you must demonstrate a need for housing. For example, are you living in an overcrowded home with more than 2 people per bedroom? Is the cost of your current rent more than 30% or 1/3 of your income? Are you forced to live with parents, other family or friends, or on the beach because you can't afford to live on your own?
The second requirement is that you must agree to and be willing to partner with Habitat and do so according to our program rules. This includes agreeing to put in sweat equity, which is labor provided by you and your family and friends. What we require is at least 30 hours per week of sweat equity work, doing home construction, homeowner education classes, financial education classes, community events, working at the restore, and more. With this willingness to partner, all homebuyers must understand that you cannot meet this requirement by yourself, especially if you are already working a full-time job. You must be able to put your pride aside and ask your family and friends to help you on this journey by becoming your sweat equity partners.
The third requirement is you have to have an ability to pay back an affordable mortgage loan. What we look at here is,
Does your gross household income fit the income guidelines? What our lenders will look at is, do you have 1 year or more of consistent employment? Do you have enough income to repay an affordable mortgage loan?
Let's look at the basic income guidelines. If you received our mailing, you'll find the income guidelines on page 1 of our letter. If you didn't receive it, you can find the income guidelines by visiting our housing offering page on our website. Simply type this address in your browser, kauaihabitat.org/housing offering 2021.
typically, our combined gross household income for all people in your household over 18 must fall between these income ranges per your household size. Use the income guidelines to see if your income falls within our qualification range. However, please note that this is only a basic guide. Don't let it stop you from submitting a program eligibility form. Let us determine if you fit in the range for the lenders we are working with at the time of the housing offering.
Now, when we look at the housing income, for those who will be listed on the mortgage loan, what is required is having 1 year or more of consistent employment. Your proof of income, W-2s, pay stubs, social security statement, etc. are used to calculate whether or not you have enough stable income to repay an affordable mortgage loan.
The last requirement is that with the Kauai Habitat Homebuyer Program, you must be a first-time homebuyer. The definition of this is that you cannot have owned a home or have your name on a property title, including family property, in the last 3 years.
If your estimated household income falls within the range of the particular lender we are working with, you will be contacted by us to start the next step. You will be asked to provide permissions or documentations directly to the lender's agent or to us.
At some point, you will be asked to provide a color copy of each borrower's driver's license or state ID, permission to run a tri-merge credit report, and payment for the credit report. As shown in this example, the tri-merge credit report shows your credit ratings by the 3 credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax.
Your payment history is important and the middle score is what is used. In this example here, out of 3 scores listed, which are 661, 648, and 675, your credit score is considered to be above. For a USDA guaranteed loan, your score needs to be 640 or above. For other lenders and other USDA loans, the score may be 580 or above, but preferably 640 or above.
You will also need to be prepared to provide current copies, all bank accounts for all household members, including children, when asked for them. Throughout the next stages, be prepared to provide updated copies of income documents whenever you receive them.
We have 2 main programs we use in our self-build home construction program. The first is where the interested buyer completes a construction loan application, completes the loan processing and purchase of the lot from Habitat prior to starting the self-build construction program. The second is where the interested homebuyer goes to a self-build construction program but applies for the loan once construction is complete. After loan closing, which can range from 45 to 60 days or longer, the sale of the house and lot from Habitat to homebuyer will be complete. This is what is known as our turnkey program.
Now let's review how to complete the program eligibility form. We'll go over how to complete the form and learn what information goes where. Please note that this form is not a loan application. It is a program eligibility form used to assist us in assessing if you are eligible for the Habitat Self-Housing Program.
At the top of the program eligibility form on the 2021 housing offering, you will see the clearly posted deadline of Friday, May 14, 2021 at 4:30 p.m. If you'd like us to consider you for this current housing offering, Kauai Habitat must receive your form no later than 4:30 p.m. on Friday, May 14, 2021. Incomplete forms will not be processed.
In the first section of page 1, you will need to enter the primary borrower's information. Print all items clearly and check boxes as appropriate.
Continuing to the middle page of page 1, you will find the adult household member information section. You'll need to complete this area for all adult household members who are 18 years of age or older and who will be living in the home with you. Print clearly and check boxes as appropriate.
Don't forget the next section at the bottom page of page 1, the household size information section. Enter the totals of adults 18 and over, the total of female children, the total number of male children, and the grand total of all household members, and together the number of adults, number of children, and enter the total.
On page 2, at the top, you'll need to complete the section titled Minor Child Household Member Information. You must list all children ages birth to 18 who will be living in the home. Enter their first and last name, date of birth, and indicate the child's relationship to the primary borrower. Use another piece of blank paper if you need additional space to list children's names. The next section is pregnant household member. List the name of any household members who is currently expecting a baby and enter the due date. If this doesn't apply to you, write NA or skip the section. Under area preference, indicate your preferred location to live. You may mark multiple answers. In the primary residence requirements section, you must read the disclaimer, which explains the participation in this program requires you to occupy the home as your main residence.
At the bottom of page 2, in the section marked Willingness to Partner, you will need to read carefully the information listed. Read, be willing and available to work approximately 30 hours of sweat equity per week. Enter your name and the other adults in your household, along with checking the appropriate box for each person. Under Need for Housing, list your current monthly rent payment and check appropriate boxes regarding living in overcrowded housing.
On page 3, enter employment information for each household member who is 18 years of age or older. You will need to include employer name and address, job title, monthly gross wages, and start date. If you've been at your current job for less than 1 year or have a second job, enter additional employee information in the area provided.
On page 4, under the monthly income section at the top, enter amounts as indicated for each category. The first column is for the primary borrower, and the following columns for the other household members. At the bottom of the page, complete the section called Additional Information Disclaimers. The first box requires you to acknowledge that you have watched and completed the virtual homebuyer information session video. Check the boxes as appropriate for each of the questions that follows below.
Page 5 contains the authorization and release. Read this section carefully. All household members who are 18 and over must read and sign this form. It states that by submitting this program eligibility form, you authorize Kauai Habitat to evaluate your need for a Habitat home, your ability to repay low interest mortgage and other homeownership related expenses, and willingness to be a partner family. You are further certifying that the information you're submitting on this form is true and complete. It goes on to say that if you have not answered the questions on the form truthfully, that the program eligibility may be denied, and in the event you have already been selected to receive a Habitat home, you may be disqualified from the program and forfeit any rights or claims to a Habitat home. This section also includes a statement that you understand that Habitat will be screening potential applicant families on the sex offender registry and performing a criminal background check, and by completing this form, you submit yourself and all persons listed on the form to these inquiries. You must also understand that if you have a change in household size or income, that new information must be submitted. That if selected, the Habitat home must be the primary residence. And you will notify Habitat of changes in your financial or living situation. Please note at the bottom of this page, our federally required posting on equal housing opportunity, which states that we encourage and support an affirmative advertising and marketing program in which there are no barriers to obtaining housing because of race, color, religion, sex, handicap, familial status, and national origin.
Page 6 is a form which collects demographic information. Please complete this form for you and the other adults in your household.
Page 7 is our primary statement and notice. In this notice, Kauai Habitat is informing you that we are committed to keeping your information private and that we have internal controls, steps that we take to make sure your information is secure and confidential. This notice lists the different pieces of information we collect from you, and also that we may disclose certain information about you to outside parties such as financial services providers, nonprofit or government entities, credit counseling entities. You may opt out of this disclosure by calling our office and speaking to the homeowner services staff. Both borrower and co-borrower must read and sign and date this paper.
Submit your completed form before the deadline. Mail to Kauai Habitat for Humanity at P.O. Box 28, Eleele, Hawaii 96705. Must be received by the deadline. Drop your completed form using Dropbox at our administrative office. We are located across Southland Country Store in Hanapepe. We are in the big green building with the mural next to Restore entrance. Look for the wheelchair ramp, approach the office door, and drop your form in the mail slot on the lower right of the door. Forms will not be accepted at Restore. You may also email your form to housingoffering@kauaihabitat.org. Forms sent to other emails within our system will not be accepted. Once our offering is closed and all program eligibility forms received by the due date, then each form submitted will be randomly assigned a review number. Forms will be reviewed in numeric order by the review number assigned. When your form is under review, you will be contacted by our staff.
Take note of this important next step. Be prepared and keep important documentation handy.
Our homeowner staff is ready to assist you. Contact either Shauna or Kiala with any questions you have on the program eligibility form, required information, the Habitat program, or the housing offering process. Our phone numbers are listed at the bottom of page 8. Shauna, 808-335-0296, extension 1011. Kiala, 808-335-0296, extension 1006.
One last reminder of the deadline of Friday, May 14, 2021. You may mail your forms to us at our office mailing address, email to housingoffering@kauaihabitat.org, or drop off at our administrative office using the drop slot. Forms will not be accepted at the Restore.
By this point in our presentation, you must have some questions. Let's take time now to review frequently asked questions about the Kauai Habitat program and the housing offering process.
Who are the available lenders you work with? Well, we work with USDA Rural Development and Island Pacific Mortgage. Do I have an option to choose between a 2, 3, or 4-bedroom unit? You can only request one more bedroom than you would ordinarily be assigned based on your family size, and if we have a lot that will accommodate that size. Additionally, you will need to income qualify for the higher mortgage. Your request is not automatically guaranteed. It will need to go through our approval process. Do you provide credit counseling? We can provide in-house basic financial coaching. We can also refer you to Hawaiian Community Assets, your current bank, or other recognized organizations.
How long does it take to complete the program?
From start to finish, approximately 18 months to 2 years.
What if I have a student loan?
If you're currently paying on a student loan, continue to do so. It will be considered part of your monthly debt. If it is deferred, prepare to provide paperwork if we need it, and it will not count as a monthly debt.
If I need language help, is there someone who can translate?
Contact us directly to request translation services. We are in the process of establishing a partnership with an approved agency. We encourage you to bring someone you trust to help you understand throughout the entire process.
What if I have a disability that prohibits me from doing construction as my part of the sweat equity?
The answer here is, it depends on what loan program you are a part of and what rules that program has. For many of our loan programs, we can make accommodation doing alternative activities as medically allowed by your physician. For our more restrictive programs, if you are medically prohibited from doing construction-related activities, you will need to find someone to replace you on the construction site who can work construction-related activities. We won't go on into detail now on this, but should you determine eligible and should this situation apply to you, our homeowner services staff will discuss this with you directly.
What if my income doesn't look like it fits the income chart? You should still submit your program eligibility form. Let us calculate your household income, following the requirements for the specific lenders we're working with at the time. Remember, at the time we get to your file, many things may have changed, like the chart or the working situation for any of your household members. How long do I have to wait for an answer? Each stage has multiple steps, so there is no set time period we can give you. However, you can help by keeping your current documents close to hand to be able to provide them as needed. If you were asked to provide a document and you receive an updated copy of it, you will need to provide it as you move through the process. Well, who should I include on my program eligibility form when it asks for household members? Any person you expect to live with you in the new house should be included, except foster children or foster adults, or any person that is not likely to be a permanent member of your household. Please call us if you feel uncertain, or include the information on the program eligibility form and discuss it with us when we start to process your file.
Do I need to get my own pre-approved with a bank? No. To build with Habitat, we will guide you through the process towards getting a loan. You only need to be prepared to hand in documents about the income your household receives, and let our lenders determine if you are eligible or their loan. Can I reapply if I am not eligible or if my loan application is denied? If we find you are not eligible for a loan, we will let you know why and give you ideas how to improve your situation. We may suggest you go to a financial consultant or course to work to get ready to qualify in the future. Once you feel you may now be ready, contact us. If this offering is still open, you can ask to come back in to be considered. If the offering is closed, then watch for the next offering and submit your program eligible forms for the next offering. There is no wasted effort. Every step you take helps you in the position to get qualified for a mortgage, whether the Habitat or with other lenders. Don't give up. Keep working on it.
Mahalo for taking the time to view our virtual homebuyer information session. Check your emails regularly. You should have already received the program eligibility form in your email inbox for you to print, complete, and submit. Good luck on your journey to home ownership.